Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully, pretty good. I like to mix it up. Welcome to Rethinking Reality episode. I can never remember. 13? I think so. 14? I think it's 13. You'll see by the title. You know what it is. I forgot my intro. This is a podcast where I talk about various aspects of reality and things that might make you scratch your head. Today, we're going to be discussing mind and matter and literally the nature of reality itself, or what reality is exactly, I suppose. Now, why am I doing this? Or why are we talking about this specifically today? Well, one, because I've been lazy and I haven't completed a book in like a week. Like I haven't finished a book in like maybe less than a week, but several days. No, I haven't been being super lazy, or it's not necessarily that I've been being lazy. I have been reading TBOM. If you don't know what that is, whatever, you don't need to. But this book that's like 700 plus pages long. So I'm working my way through that. It's a deep book, I would say. Like, it's not super hard to understand, but some parts of it are difficult to grasp. So I'm working my way through that book. I told myself today I was going to resume We Who Wrestle with God by Peterson, but, to be honest, I'm just like, TBOM, that book has been really capturing my attention. Like, I'm just like, I love reading that book. So I think I'm going to actually finish that book before We Who Wrestle with God. Like, I've been enjoying We Who Wrestle with God. I've read 2 chapters at this point. It's a good book, but I don't know, dude. That Chase Hughes' most recent work is just so good. Like, oh man, I just want to read it. Like, I just want to keep reading it. So I'll probably end up finishing that before. But anyway, I read, I don't know, 15 pages or something today, and I'll probably read I'll almost definitely read some more before I go to bed here. But yeah, a lot of the stuff in that book is the same stuff that's in his book 6 Minute X-Ray. But anyways, let's talk about reality, shall we? And before then, I guess I know I have no fans, but who care about this? But I'm just going to talk about my life a little bit just because why not? Um let's see. What's been on my mind lately? I'm just going to catch you guys up about what I've been up to lately. School, definitely. I had a project in government American government class today. I think we did good on that project. I think we got a good grade. It was a group project. And I'm actually checking right now because he may have put in the grade by now. And so, yeah, I think we did pretty well. We had to present that. I'm checking it. I'm in Blackboard as we speak. And, you know, I have to return my books. I have to return my books that I borrowed from Slingshot is what would you call it? The company, I guess, that I rented the books from, basically, I think. So let me shut up because I can't really talk and do this at the same time. I think did he grade it? Okay. Uh. Okay. Wait. Okay. So overall on this group project, it's not that bad. I got a 64 overall. Because okay, yeah, half the grade was personal draft, which I got a 50 on, so that's kind of why. I submitted it late, and yeah, I guess it wasn't as thorough. It wasn't as detailed as it was supposed to be. And on the group project, which we did today, I got a 78, which is not very good. Um. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough for that. But see, I knew some of this. Whatever, man. I thought he was. I'm confused. I thought he was grading the presentation. He didn't though. He just okay. Well, no wonder he only got a 78. No, that's not bad, but it's not very good. Overall, my overall grade is a 77.5. So we're good. We ain't finna fail that class or nothing. Pretty good class. Great teacher. But like I'm confused. I thought he was. So what was the point of the presentation? No, he was grading it. I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah, he must have graded it along with the actual project itself submission that we did and we submitted in Blackboard. Anyway, now let's talk about. Oh yeah, what I was saying. After return, I'll show you actually. After return, books like actually not this book, but books that I borrowed from my exploring psychology book, Psychology and the Christian Faith, I think. Those two books, and then my grammar book for composition and rhetoric. I have to return those to the campus general store, Woods General Store, or whatever it's called. So I guess I'm going to do that this Monday. I think I just have to do it before. I better not have had to do it today. I don't think so. I mean, it didn't say that in the email. So, but I did get like 3 emails saying you need to return your books. And yeah, so hold on. That's 3 books. What was it? There's another book I have to return. Scientific. Oh yeah, that book. I need to find that. I'm sure I have it. It's in my backpack probably. But anyway, yeah, I guess I'll submit those this Monday because we have exams next week, y'all. I have exams next week, and then we're freaking done with this semester. It honestly, I mean, kind of flew by. I mean, it's how time works because that's how math works. The older you get, the shorter a week feels, the shorter a month feels, the shorter a year feels, you know. So anyway, but yeah, what else? Oh yeah, I photocopied. Well, I was going to photocopy these books because I was like, why not? But I photocopied part of the last chapter and like some info that was on like the cover or the first page or two of my grammar book. I think it's called Writing and Grammar. I don't know. But it's right there, but I can't really. So yeah, because there's some good stuff there. The last chapter talked about writing good paragraphs. So yeah, but I was gonna photocopy like my entire exploring psychology book because it's a really good book. But then I decided I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. Like if I really want it that bad, I'm just gonna buy it. I do have the money. I need to stop spending money. I really do. Like I need to stop. I actually need to stop spending money. Man, Amazon got me with their sale, but it's still me who's doing it. So, but I mean, it's not like I literally need to stop, you know. But I probably should, right? I should stop spending so much money. Really, I need to stop spending money on Chick-fil-A. Speaking of which, I wouldn't use my debit card to buy Chick-fil-A. I'm just like venting right now. But my Blazer bucks, I don't. So that's the thing that our school does, NGU. Somehow or another, for some reason or another, I'm not in the system, so I can't use my student ID card to buy Chick-fil-A or stuff in the cafe. So I don't want to think about it too much because I get mad when I think about it. Because I've literally been there I've tried 4 times to speak to somebody about it. And I've spoken to, I guess, the main person who I'm supposed to speak to about it twice. And nothing has worked. Nothing has worked. She told me she would email me back. This was like 3+ weeks ago. Never got an email back. Ended up figuring out today that, because I tried, I was like, anyway, it's a whole thing. I spoke to her today and she said that she emailed whoever she was supposed to email. They never emailed her back. So then she just didn't email me, but whatever. It's fine. But, yeah, though thankfully I got to eat lunch there today for free. She just said, you can eat today. It's on me. And I was like, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it for real. Cause like, I don't know. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do, but they told me, and here's the thing, guys, this is what happens. This is my life. I'm just letting y'all in. This is how my life goes. So she told me, this woman who's like in charge of stuff, she told me to go to this other building. It's called Neves, and talk to the. Who are they? Well, they're these people who at desks that help you with basically different things that you might need help with. I mean, they're I don't know what they're called. NGU. It's like a help center or something. I don't know what it's called. I can't think right now. But they'll help you with if you just have like a random question and you don't know who to ask, you should probably go to them. Like that is, So she told me to go to them and ask them to pull up my student account and then see if I had been charged for the Blazer Bucks thing, which is like $225. So you get $225 to spend on whatever you want. I think you can buy stuff from like they have a little store, which I haven't even been in. I've looked in it many times, standing in the line to go to Chick-fil-A, but I've never been in there. But anyway, I think you can buy stuff in there too with your card, Blazer Bucks. But I don't know, because I've never been able to do it. Because I just don't. I swear, I'm sure they charged me. But anyway, that's what I was supposed to do is talk to them and see if they could help me and see if I had been charged. I think I was charged twice actually, because I swear I remember paying for it the first time initially when I paid for like everything, the classes and stuff, and then I got a notification on I can't remember the website that I used. That's the thing. I wish I could remember, but I don't know if it would even matter if I could remember because I don't know if it would show if I paid it or not. But I swear I paid for it again, and then that's probably what happened because I don't know. For some reason I didn't get put in the system. It's a whole thing. I'm kind of pissed off about it because I've tried like 4 times, I think 4 times, at least 3 times to do something about it, and I've gotten nowhere. So, anyway. But I forgot to mention the worst part, which is I went over to Neves, that building, and there's freaking no one in there. There's no one at any of the desks. I'm like, there's no one here? I'm like, well, I guess they're at lunch or something. And then I'm like, wait a minute. And I go back and I look at their hours. Freaking closed, man. They're freaking closed. They're not open. And this was like 1 o'clock. I go, Monday through Thursday, it's like 8 a.m. They're open from 8 a.m. to like, I think it was 5 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. to noon. I'm like, oh my freaking gosh, dude. I was like, okay. They're not like, for whatever, I don't understand. Like, what is it with like places closing early on Friday? I don't understand it. Like, it's a school day. Like, I don't know. But that's what happens, guys. Anyway, I shouldn't complain, but that's just my life. That's my life. That's how it is. That's what happens. I try to do something about something, and I get somewhere, and then bang, I hit a wall. Life goes on. So anyway, that is... I'm not trying to complain, for real. But, like, that's just what happens. Anyway, so, yeah, it's like, it closed at noon. Like, not even at, like, 2 o'clock, but noon. It's like, I mean, okay, whatever. Anyways, though, so, yeah, I don't know if they're going to give me $250 extra next semester. I've been recording for 13 minutes. I still haven't gotten into the topic of this podcast. This episode. But I don't even know. I honestly don't give a crap at this point. I'm just like, I don't know. I need to calm down. Stay calm. But anyway. So I just, I don't care anymore. I don't care. But anyway, I'll end up paying again next semester or whatever. So I'll probably get put on the list then. Likely they won't make the same mistake twice. They might, who knows, but they probably won't. It'll probably work out. Or I'll at least probably get on the list and be able to use my card to buy stuff next semester. That's the main thing is I like Chick-fil-A. Like, I've bought Chick-fil-A a lot of times. That's the thing. I bet you I've spent at least $200 on Chick-fil-A. Probably. I mean, it would have been like way less if the prices weren't so daggum high. If I didn't have to pay $5+ per sandwich for just a sandwich. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's a whole other topic. I could go into that, but I'm not going to because I need to be positive. But anyway, let's talk about the universe, reality itself, what it is, misconceptions about it, and stuff related to that. Now, I guess the reason I'm making this video and I've chose this topic was because, or is because, earlier, just a little while ago, I was watching this movie with my family. I only like half paid attention to it, and yeah, I left like probably around midway through the movie, maybe a third of the way through the movie. Anyway, it's called Let There Be Light, I think. Yeah, it has this actor, the same actor that's in God's Not Dead, the atheist. It's funny, he's an atheist in this movie too, and so pretty good actor. He's he's a pretty good actor, I would say. Kind of funny, but yeah, and I mean, what I saw, it was a pretty good movie. I was also reading TBOM, while I was alternating between reading and watching, which I really shouldn't do because I'm not good at. I can't multitask. I got to focus on one thing at a time. So anyway, but yeah, I kind of forgot about that because I'm thinking, oh, I'll read this book while I'm listening / watching to this movie, and it's like I can't do it. My brain is just like, it's like I can't do it. Like, I mean, I kind of can, but not really. It's like it's uncomfortable, honestly, for me to try to do that. But anyway, so yeah, but I was watching this movie, and one of the characters said something. I think it was the atheist guy, and I realized I was like, no, that only makes sense. Or no, I don't think it was the atheist guy. The main character. It was his. It was the weird guy. I don't know what his name is, but if you've seen the movie, there's this weird guy who calls him darling. I think it was that guy, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was him, who said something like, what you experienced, because this guy had a near-death experience, the main character, or he died actually. He died for 4 minutes, I guess technically, and he saw things, and his whatever you call it, I don't know his name actually. I don't even remember his name. But what would you call him? Like his advisor, something like that. It was something like his advisor told him like, you need to forget about what you experienced because it wasn't real. It was hallucination and stuff. And it's like, and I realized, I was like, okay, when you say that, you're making the assumption. Okay, when you say whatever you experience, if you have an experience in your mind, okay, or if you have an experience and it's completely in your mind, right? Like whatever it is, a dream, astral projection, or lucid dreams, or what else? Yeah, an out of body experience, or yeah. I mean, I've never died, so I don't know what that's like, but I've heard some stuff about it. But if you have an experience like that, and then someone tells you, there's a lot I can say about this. Hold on, let me take a break. I need some water, actually. I need to drink some water. I'll be right back. Grab a bottle. Where is it? I swear, I better, yeah, okay. It's like, I better not have forgotten it. Okay, so if you had this experience, first of all, I'm pretty sure most people who have experiences like this is definitely true for me. After they have the experience, they know that what they experienced was real. Like most people don't, not everyone, but like most people don't brush it off as like if it's like, so I'm talking like a lucid dream, astral projection, or yeah, if you die and then come back, which I've never done, but like I'm pretty sure most people know that experience, what they experienced, is very real. Like it is, and that's the thing, is it is real, okay? And here's the thing. So when someone says what you experienced was a hallucination or wasn't real, it was just your imagination or whatever. It's like, okay, you realize you're making an assumption when you say that. And what you're assuming is that reality does not consist of mind. Right? Like that, it makes the assumption that reality is just physical and material, matter. Matter. But like, I mean, I think just simple observation tells you otherwise, right? Like, I mean, human beings, we have minds, right? Animals have minds. like any living creature, I think, right, has a mind. Maybe not like bacteria, but human beings, right? We have a mind, we have a body, and a spirit. Now, I guess spirit doesn't pertain to this right now exactly, but like we have a body and a mind. So, I mean, what do they say? The spirit is like the body and the mind combined. It's like a combination of the body and the mind, which kind of makes sense to me. But anyway, so it's like obviously reality. Like, are your thoughts real? When you use your imagination, is that real? Like, is what you see in your mind real? Like when you have a dream, is that a real experience? It's like, well, yeah, it's a real. I mean, it's something that happens because you have memories of it, right? Like memories are like memories are. See, I don't know too much about memory, so I can't, But there are literal changes in your brain when you make a memory, right? So it's like you can remember dreams. So obviously they're real. Like your brain changes. You know what I'm saying? Like your brain changes. Neurons fire whenever you experience things like lucid dreaming or just dreams. Like so it's so it just doesn't make any sense to me why someone would make the assumption or would think that reality is merely matter, is merely physical. Now, because it clearly is mind and matter. Like they're both. That's what reality is. It's a combination of mind and matter, right? This is something that Chris Langan talked about on his interview with Michael Knowles. In his interview with Michael Knowles, right? So apparently, Einstein thought reality was matter, material. Bertrand Russell thought it was linguistic, but it's actually a combination of the two, right? And I've never read Einstein or Bertrand Russell. I want to, though. I really want to, and I will at some point. Guys, I actually counted. See, I've got so many books to read, so I'll get to them eventually. But I counted actually earlier. I've got 100 books. I think I've got 101 books that I haven't read. I've read like 13, and I've literally got like 101 books. I can show you there. I had to stack them. I literally ran out of room putting them vertically. I had to fill in the space. I mean, I had nowhere to put. Oh, my battery's about to die. I thought it was like 64%. Hold on. Oh, and my about to run out of okay. It's about to cut out. I had to put books horizontally to fill in because I had nowhere else to put them. But I was like, I want to put them on my shelf. So I guess that's a sign. I really need to stop buying books. I need to read these, and then when I'm finished, I put them in a box or something. So, and then I can buy more books. But anyway, it's about to cut out. So hold this. Just wait. Just stick with me. Hold on. Oh, I gotta replace the bat. That means battery, y'all. Thankfully, I've got 2 charged batteries. So I'm finna put one of these in here. Another off-brand battery. I guess I'm gonna keep this whole part in the final video, because why the heck not? Y'all can just hear my voice with no video. But about to have it back in 3, 2, 1. Shebang. Make sure it's record. Oh my, dude! It is in movie mode. What are you tripping on? My camera's tripping on something. I literally set it to movie. No, not that one. No. There we go. My camera is crazy, y'all. My camera has a mind of its own. We're back. My camera has a mind of its own. So anyway, what was I saying before my camera interrupted me? I was saying that I got a crap ton of books to read. Oh yeah, so like I said, Chris Langan. Now Chris Langan, there's a video, I should watch it, about him called Chris Langan, the dumbest, smartest man in the world. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't think he's the smartest man in the world, and I don't think he is either. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he is either. I watched the whole interview with him and Michael Knowles. Okay. how do I say this? It was a great interview, by the way. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think Langan is smarter than the average person. Like, he's intellectual, yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's not the smartest man in the world. I mean, the thing is, supposedly, and I think this is true, is he's taken many IQ tests throughout his life, and so he's just gotten very good at taking IQ tests. You know, he knows how to get good scores on them, and I mean that makes sense to me that you could get good at that. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why, you know, his IQ is like between 195 and 210 or something. And that's the thing, when you give it that range, it's like, okay, well, his top score was 210, so he's obviously taken multiple of them. You know, so it's like, you know, he hasn't just taken like one test and got a really high score, which would indicate, well, he almost definitely does have a very high IQ because he's only taken one test, so he hasn't practiced them and gotten good at them. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know, just something about the way, like I said, it was a great interview, but Langan he didn't sound like he was just leagues above the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he would have sounded so much smarter, and not just, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell when someone's really smart, and he just didn't seem that smart to me. Like, his ideas were good, and like, I think he is smarter than the average person, but he didn't seem like the smartest man in the world. Anyway, but no, I mean, I think I would enjoy, you know, getting a coffee with him or something, talking about whatever. But yeah, and I think he's a cool guy, but I don't think he's a genius, you know, and not the smartest person ever or in the world currently, or even the smartest man currently living. But anyway, the smartest man living. Unnecessary extra word. Anyway, but right, so anyway, he realized reality is linguistic and geometric, and he called it, I like this term, logico-geometric is what he used to describe reality. And so I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder. I need to look at the lens. I've been making videos for God knows how long, and I still like don't know how to talk to a camera. But anyway, not that I don't know how to talk to a camera. I still make mistakes. Hey, I'm human. What can I say? Trying to be better every day. But anyway, so that's the thing. Reality is not just mind, obviously. You know, there's clear evidence of that, but it's definitely not just matter. And I don't know. I just think it's like people who say that reality is just material are just ignoring a whole slew of experiences that many, many, many people have, right? Like, again, you're ignoring so much. Dreams, which we have every night. Like, you know what I'm saying? The imagination, which everyone has. Like I said, astral projection, lucid dreaming. I mean, yeah, I guess hallucinations as well, or like experiences you can have on stuff like LSD or psilocybin, which I've never done before, probably won't ever. But I don't think. Well, not LSD, psilocybin maybe. Anyway, it would depend on stuff. But anyway, so like, it's like, are those experiences not real? Like, people, I mean, here's the thing, guys. How do you determine whether or not something's real? Okay, now Jordan Peterson has talked about this some. I think when you can observe a change in a person or in objects, you can reasonably say that something's real. Right? So here's the thing. We know that psychedelic mushrooms have helped war veterans tremendously Now, I haven't done a whole lot of research on this, but I know this is true, and I've done a bit, I think. Um, like, I don't know much about psychedelics, but I mean, I know a little bit because, like, I've tripped on my own DMT, and God, last night actually, that was a trip, man. Every time I think about a time that that's happened, I'm just like, it's like I can't believe that it. I don't know. It's weird how like the experiences you have, and then you'll have like an incredible experience, and then the next day you'll just like go on living your life, and it's like you almost forget it. But yeah, I try to not always do that. Like I try to remind myself of stuff like that, cause like yeah, DMT is man. Like I can't imagine what actually like taking DMT or smoking it would be like, which I'm not gonna do. But I say even just smoking, like smoking's not good for you. Like anyway, if I was gonna do DMT, I wouldn't do it via smoking. I wouldn't take it that way. Anyway, I need to sit up. But yeah, so what was I saying? Can you tell me? No. Okay. So veterans, like we know psychedelic mushrooms can have profoundly positive impacts on the minds of a veteran or someone who's struggling with PTSD. That's obviously often occurs after a severely traumatic experience. And so it's like, is that not real? The fact that their minds are so much healthier, clearer, they experience much less negative emotion. They don't have panic attacks, or is panic attacks part of PTSD? I think it can be. Like, is that not real? I think it's pretty real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you have a panic attack, there's like you can see that. Obviously, you like if you see someone have a panic attack, it's something's definitely happening to that person. It's like it's real, obviously. And it stems from the mind, though. It stems from the mind. So the mind is real. Like, anyway. So it's like, it's very real. Like, it's very real. I mean, if you didn't have a mind, well, I mean, you would either, like, not be alive, or you would just be a slave to every single one of your biological impulses or drives. So, I don't even know what that would be like. I don't think you'd be able to live. But although supposedly there are people who, I don't know. Consciousness is weird, man. Consciousness is weird. But I was gonna say supposedly there are people or there's a couple cases, or at least one case of someone like without a brain still living. I don't know. There's weird stuff, man. Like if you get into, that's why I love psychology and stuff. Because if you get into it, like there's books on crazy cases of patients who, had extremely abnormal conditions or were wildly different than, the rest of us. So anyway, like I have a book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. I need to read that book. I'm pretty sure that includes a bunch of like really bizarre cases, but who knows when I'll get to that one. Anyway, though, so yeah, it's like I think I made my case. Like it's clearly the case that what happens in your head is real. It is real, okay? Now, in some way, at least, it's real, right? Because or else, like, well, it's like, I mean, we could study brain scans and see when someone's imagining something or being creative, let's say, certain parts of their brain are firing. Okay, boom. So it's a measurable thing. We can see it. We can observe it. It's obviously real. Okay. So anyway, but again, obviously, matter is real as well. And so, yeah, I mean, like Chris Langan said, reality is a combination of word and image, essentially, or logic and geometric. It's weird because, like, yeah, I think that makes sense. But, yeah, so it's logico-geometric. And that's the thing, too. And it makes perfect sense it makes perfect sense in relation to the Bible. Now, I talked about this before. I'm not going to get too much into it again. But Genesis 1, how God spoke into existence. And because think about it. God spoke, word, bang, image, reality appeared. So it's like a word produces shapes, geometric shapes, and like everything that is physical, matter, right? And so, it almost makes me think that like, and I know this is true to some extent because I've had some experiences like words themselves are energy, right? Also, sorry if you hear freaking barking in the background. We got this crazy freaking dog. I'm sorry. She's an idiot, and so she barks. Anyway. Um. Anyway, I don't think you can hear it actually, because this microphone is pretty dang good at blocking out background noise. But anyway, but I lost my I'm train of thought. No, I know what I was thinking. I lost my focus, I guess. Words themselves are energy. At least that's how I see them. I mean, I forget this, but like I don't always think of words that way. But like I've seen this and I think it's true. Like fundamentally words are energy. And so it's almost like every word contains energy. And so Lord God Almighty, help me. That freaking sound, dude. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. The garage door closing. Oh my gosh. I don't know why my parents keep leaving that garage door open. Anyway, I'm sorry. This podcast seems real negative probably. I'm not trying to make it, but anyway. Remember what Chase Hughes said about anger. 6-minute X-ray, page, I don't know what page it is. First or second chapter, I think. Maybe third chapter. Anyway, I think. But like words themselves are energy. And so it's almost like when a word, or at least, when God spoke reality into existence and created the universe, it's like, it's almost like the words contained energy. Okay, so I'm trying to it's hard to put this into words. Funny enough, it's hard to put this into words, but it's almost like the energy that was contained within the word that God spoke, transferred. No, that's not. I don't know. It's like the energy was in the word, and then it transferred into material, something like that, or it became. It's like almost like the word became. Well, the word became flesh. That's in the Bible. Yeah, it's like the word became matter. You know, like I don't know. Are you following? Is it? Are y'all following me? I don't know. Probably not. Literally, y'all subscribe to me? That's what I mean. No. But y'all tracking what I'm saying? But it's like that's the thing about words. It's like they literally shape reality. They shape matter, and I think that is true. Technically, I think that's true. I think it's true. I mean, I did this experiment. Oh, I need to upload that video. Never mind. I won't talk about it because it's not uploaded. But anyway. Anyway, like words obviously contain incredible power. I feel like I'm still learning more about how powerful words are and like what language even is. But I mean, I think language is connected to the fabric of the universe. Because of what I said a minute ago, which is that I think it is true that God spoke into existence, so it was the word that produced order, essentially. I mean, like I've talked about this before. It's the word that extracts order out of chaos, or the order that's good out of chaos, which again kind of borrowing this from Jordan Peterson, I guess. But yeah, so like Peterson's the reason why I or why I got into this stuff, or like I don't know. He's introduced me to several topics, I suppose, or his videos have, and so anyway, um, yeah, he kind of got me thinking deeper about reality, I guess. Although not that I don't know, I've always been kind of a deep thinker, I guess, but I guess anyway, at least a deeper thinker than the typical person, I would say. But anyway, that really has to do, I think, with brainwave states, or I don't know what brainwave states. What's the better? There's got to be a better way to say that. I've tried to think of a better term for that, but I don't know. I mean, neural oscillation states doesn't really do it justice either, because brainwaves are neural oscillations. They're the same thing. Well, yeah, fundamentally, but yeah, because it's I was learning about this today, because it was in right, yeah, it was in TBOM that I was reading, but it's the alpha state that's mostly associated with like deep thinking, and I think also sometimes the beta state, but that's more like fast thinking, more like anxious thinking. I think is the beta state. And although I guess also the gamma state may be associated with thinking as well, because that's like when you have insight, and like peak experiences is associated with that, which I feel like that happens at least to me sometimes when I'm thinking deeply. I'm like, oh, like I'll have an epiphany, and I guess my brain goes into the gamma wave state briefly. Anyway, during those moments, but anyway, so yeah, that's the thing about like the universe or reality is not just matter. And I think if anything, it's not just matter and it's not just mind. But I think if anything, it's more mind than it is matter. And I actually think that is the case. Oh yeah, of course that's the case. Because think about it. There's this I don't know, this I've come up with a lot of like phrases, I guess, quotes, I don't know. A lot of them are like in my notes app, just random thoughts I'll have, and I'll be like that could be a quote or something. But like one thing I'll say, not like in conversation, but I just say when I'm thinking anyway, is what can't be seen is the most real. Right? So whether it's your skeleton, think about your skeleton is like what keeps your body, together. Your brain, even, or your organs, right? Like your blood. I mean, what can't be seen is the most real. Your heart, don't forget that. Brain and the heart, most important organs in the body. Or whether it's, there's many situations in which you could apply that. Like, apply that? You know what I'm saying? Like a car. What's under the hood of a car is the most important. Not like the windows or even like your brake lights or the color, the paint job on your car. Like, that's cool, but like that's not most important. That's not most real, you could say. It's not the most fundamental parts of a car. The most fundamental parts of a car are what's under the hood, what's on the inside of the car. Same thing with a human being, or I think same thing with reality itself. And so like think about reality, like what we can see with our eyes anyway, like and what we can observe with our senses is not as real as it is what we can observe with our senses is only like, I suspect this anyway, is only like one layer of reality, like one out of, I don't know, like 5 layers of reality, something like that, maybe 3 layers. But right, because think about it, I could see this water bottle and stuff, but like what can't be seen is the most real. So like every atom that makes up the water bottle is what would you say? The states that those atoms are in, they have to be like at a certain frequency in order for the water bottle to keep its form, to keep its shape. But like I can't see those, but like it's imperative that the different I guess, yeah, the atoms in the water bottle and in the water itself, the water too, have to be the molecules, the water molecules have to be in perfect relationship almost in order for, it to not lose its form or shape. And so I can drink it. And so it's like, and so okay. So this is why I say I think mind is actually almost more real than matter. Because well, think about it too. I mean, before the universe existed, again, I'm a Christian, so I believe this. You could disagree, whatever. It's fine. But like, this is what I believe. God existed before anything, right? And so, and God, and that's the thing. God is not physical, right? I mean, Jesus is, but God is not. God the Father is not physical, right? Like, yeah. Now, I mean, we can't understand God, but so that's the thing. But like, He's not physical. You can't go to the moon and see God physically. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? So, God's not physical, but He created everything. So like, God is the ultimate real thing or person, or you know what I'm saying? Like anything. Like God is the ultimate real person. I would say person is probably the best word, or being. I would say. But yeah. So I mean, you can't see God, but again, He's behind. He's the whole reason human beings exist. So it's like, again, what can't be seen is the most real. What can't be seen is the most real. I mean, again, you can think about that in many ways. Like I said, the code that went into making the internet, right? There's code, whatever. You're playing a video game. The code that went into making the video game is extremely important to the video game being able to work as it's supposed to, for it to be playable. And so, yeah, like emotions, thoughts. You can't see thoughts. You can't see emotions. I mean, you can express them, and but like you can't observe. You can observe emotion and I guess thought in a way, especially emotion. I feel like, but you can't like see it itself unless I guess you can literally see energy. Did I go for? I went another 23 minutes, or is my card? No, okay. I didn't know I went for that long. Good gosh, I gotta finish this up. What time is it? 9:44. That's not too bad. I need to put my hoodie back on. I'm getting cold again, just a little bit, cold. It's pretty good in my apartment though, or apartment, whatever. So, yeah. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I feel like I look so stupid with a hoodie on. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep it on. So, but I don't know what I was saying. I literally forgot. I was talking about how, what can't be seen is the most real. But I was giving an example or something. Video games, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like oh yeah, well you can observe emotions. That's what I was saying. But unless you can literally see energy, it's like you can't literally see an emotion. Does that make sense? I don't know. You can't perceive it in the deepest sense, I suppose. At least the average person can't. Now, we could talk about, I am getting tired, not gonna lie. We could talk about ESP and whether or not it's real and all that. I'm not gonna get into that. But I'll just say, well, I've had some experiences. So maybe I'll make an episode on that. Or 2 or 5. Who knows? But I'm finna finish this up in a minute. Gosh, it's gonna take so long to upload again. Yeah. But it won't take as long as if I'd been recording with that camera, because these clips still take as long. Even though this camera has better quality, whatever. It's nice. It's a good thing, But yeah. So I hope my thing is just make sure Reaper is still recording. Yeah, it is. Seems to be good about that. But yeah. So What else do I have to say? I think I'm about done. I think I've rambled enough at this point. But yeah, no, I think, like I said, it's like the mind. I really think the mind really is. The mind preceded matter, and therefore it's, if anything, more real than matter, than the material. I mean, there's, yeah, obviously the common phrase "mind over matter." Actually, have a, what would you call it? I have a square block of wood, and it says mind, and then there's mind, and then there's a line matter, so it's like a fraction. But square block of wood, it probably doesn't look like what you think it does because it's like indented. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, and I don't know. It's tough because like it is true that, oh, I would say I think it's true that mind is over matter, but at the same time, like I can't just say water bottle move, or like, you know what I'm saying, like you can't. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured it out fully. Let me just be honest. but but it's like words and the mind. That's the thing, is words are so connected to the human mind because like we think in words. You know what I'm saying? Like we think in language and we communicate that way. So that's why words are so powerful, because it's like that's how we think. Usually, now not always, but like that's usually how we think. We have that internal dialogue, yeah, or monologue, or that voice in our head. Most people do anyway. Apparently, not all people do. Some people don't have that, but the vast majority of people do. And so, yeah, I guess what that means is that language is extremely hardwired into our brains. And I gotta stop saying that. But anyway, so yeah, reality is weird, but ultimately think about it too, because like the way perception works, it starts with the mind. So it really, like, the mind really is more powerful than matter, or is more real, I guess, than matter. If either one is more real than the other, which I do think, yeah, mind is more real than matter, because like perception itself starts with your mind. I mean, well, let's see, there's a lot of, I'm trying to think of how to word this. Speaking of the power of words and stuff, I mean, there's a lot of mental disorders that stem from a, what would you say? What would you say? How would you describe it? Mental disorders that stem from a distorted perception, or, yeah, I guess a perception that's not exactly in line with reality, right? And so that's the thing. I say this, I'll say this like till I die probably. Perception and perspective are everything. Just when it comes to understanding the world, or understanding a situation, or, yeah, a person. I mean, so many things. Perception and perspective are everything. And I think mindset too. Mindset as well. Which I almost feel like has to do with perception. So, yeah. But anyway. And so, yeah. I could really talk for hours probably about the human mind and how powerful it is, because I don't know. I'm a young person, but I have had a lot of experiences. I mean, I feel like I've had more notable and strange and bizarre experiences than the typical person. I think I can safely say that. And so, probably partially because of, well, I don't know. I'm a curious person. Also, partially, well, I'm a curious person, and therefore I like to explore, explore different things. Though again, I've never done drugs or anything. Well, coffee. Technically that's a drug, but I've decided, actually I decided this recently. I'm never going to drink caffeine. I'm probably never going to drink caffeine ever again. Just cuz I've realized, like, stuff like I gotta be careful with my brain. Like my brain is, I don't know. Ever since that concussion, So anyway, like yeah, I don't drink caffeine anymore, and probably won't ever again. But um, what was I saying? But yeah, I like exploring topics and stuff. I like reading. I like browsing the internet. I mean, that's the thing. I started watching YouTube when I was so young, just because I was so curious, and I just wanted to learn stuff. But but yeah, so that's probably why I've had these strange experiences and stuff. Well, yeah, because I just enjoy like expanding my perception of things, and no, not expanding my consciousness, I guess you would say is the best way to put it. But also, I think it's because of the concussion I had. I mean, like I just randomly started having lucid dreams a while after. I don't know, probably over 6 months after the accident. I started lucid dreaming, and it's weird. Sorry, how do I word this? I had a lucid dream too, I think, a few days ago. Like I think one night after the other actually. I definitely had at least a couple recently, very recently, within the last week, I'm pretty sure. But before then, it had been like I hadn't had a lucid dream for a long time. And I think it's just cuz I don't sleep in near as late as I used to. That's the thing. Cuz almost always when I would have a lucid dream, it would happen like I would wake up and it would be like past 8 o'clock or like past 7 o'clock at least. But now I get up at like 7, really like 7:10, 7:15 usually. So although today I slept in actually, it was rare. I decided to sleep in today. But yeah, I need to get up. I keep saying that. I need to get up at the same time every day, really, or basically the same time. I don't know. Low key, I might sleep in tonight. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I want to sleep in tomorrow morning, but as you can see, I'm getting tired. It's almost 10 o'clock now, but or it's 9:53. But yeah, so I think that well yeah, that changed my brain a lot. When the brain's damaged, and who knows what parts of my brains got damaged. Well, I think I do. At least some part, yeah, the main parts that got damaged, which were I think the frontal lobe and the left temporal lobe. I think that's some part of my left hemisphere. Because even now, like yesterday, I think, and even nowadays, I'll get like pain. Like yesterday, I got some pretty painful sensations on the left side of my head. So anyway, thankfully not too bad. It used to be a lot worse. Like ice pick headaches used to be way worse. I also used to get like, I guess it's tension headaches in my frontal lobe, but yeah, my forehead, I guess. But thankfully I like almost never get those now, or pretty much never. So thank God for that. But for real, man, I'm thankful for that because it actually was pretty bad. Like, especially the ice pick headaches. I mean, they lasted so short, but they were so painful. Like, but it was good that they lasted very short. I mean, it didn't last long at all. But anyway, I'm rambling, dude. I need to finish this up. I need to wrap this up. Okay, yeah. I've been going for like 50 something minutes. 57 minutes. Unless, I swear, I didn't think. No, it hasn't been that long. I don't know. You know how long it's been by the thing on the bottom. Yeah, right down there, I think. But anyway, so I need to wrap this up. Okay. Sorry, I'm tired and I'm just trying to sort out my mind. That's mainly why I make these videos, to be honest. But yeah. So yeah, sum up this video. Yeah, reality is, as far as I can tell, linguistic as well as geometric, word and image, logico-geometric, to use Chris Langen's term. I need to read his book, or he has a few. I think he has 3, but I need to read his CTMU, or is it called the CTMU, something like that. But that book, I need to read it at some point. Anyway, but yeah, the human mind is God only knows how powerful it really is, because he's the one who made it, right? So literally, he's the only one who can actually know, because he's the one who made it. So, but I know that the human mind is, I think, more powerful than, I think it's powerful beyond anyone's imagination. Personally, that's what I believe. But which I think is one reason why we should never lose hope. Because again, like we ultimately, when it comes to potential and like what we're capable of truly as individuals and as a species, humanity, we don't know. That's a scary thought, and it's a cool thought, or it's a not cool, but an incredible thought, or an exciting thought, a motivating thought, maybe inspiring, an inspiring thought. I think that we don't really know what we're capable of. So life is tough. Life is tough. Life is strange. Life is mysterious. The human mind is remarkable beyond my belief. I mean, as in, I can't believe. I don't know, man. I just think about that sometimes. Like, I can't believe how powerful the human mind is. Like we really are made in the image of God, I guess. I mean, with how incredible we are as human beings, it's like, how incredible must God be? God must be. And I know he is, because, like, I've gotten a taste of it. I mean, at least a few times. But, well, I could say at least once in my life. But anyway. Anyway. Are you guys bored? Are you guys asleep at this point? Wake up if you're sleeping right now. That's the end of this episode. Sorry it was so daggum long. Maybe you enjoyed it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do I look like a robber with this hoodie on? I feel like I look like a robber. I'm like, oh, I'm about to go into a gas station and stick them up, Can you see that? I don't know if you can see my hand, but anyway. No. But would that work if you like really try to act like Robert, and if you went like that with your hand? I don't know. They would know that was your fingers, because like I can see, like I'm sure they would know that if you actually had a gun, that would probably work, because they'd probably be able to see the shape of it. But anyway, such a silly thing. But yeah, I swear it's getting cold in my apartment all of a sudden. It's because it's cold outside, man. It's getting colder outside probably. But yeah, winter's finally here for real. It's December, but I need to do some Christmas shopping. Anyway, I said I was going to end this episode. Let's end it. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the very end, like if you're hearing me right now and you didn't just skip across, I mean, let me know in the comments, and I'll pin your comment, and I'll heart it, and I'll reply to it, and I'll like it. Yeah, that's all I can do. I mean, I won't delete it. That's the other thing I could do. But because you're amazing if you stuck around to the end. But yeah, man. Oh, I can see how long I've been going technically. What Outlook? I don't want a new version of Outlook. Oh, I've been going for over an hour. Look at that. Look, oh, ding, ding, ding! Yay! Look, congratulations to me. What? I don't know. I've hit an hour and 4 minutes. Whatever. I have hit. What are you doing, computer? I don't care about this Outlook crap. I can access it through Google. This is my first ever hour-long podcast. What? That's crazy. Can you believe it? And I didn't even have a book to review. I wasn't even talking about a book in this episode. Can you believe it? I mean, I think I have 2 other episodes where I just picked a topic like this video, and I just talked for a crap ton of time. Anyway, look, it's 10 p.m. That's a good time to end it. All right, guys. I don't want to say goodbye. I'm sorry. I can't, it's like I can't say goodbye. But I have to. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know what other videos you want to see, podcast episodes, or just YouTube videos you want to see. And I'm going to try to end it right at 105. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.